K-swap.
Yeah,
There you
so it was when me and Noel first met, and he was telling me that he was, you know, he was about to pick up a K series from the junkyard, you know, but you know, there's nobody to help him. So next time, what I told him to do is for his next actual build is to build a K series, and I'll help him out if he wanted me to, you know. I think that'll be a really fun build, you know. It'll be something different.
Yeah, it's funny that you said that. Yeah, I did one time. I think I have never tell you guys about. I did have a K fever one time. Should I say? K is the way. Can you guys guess what it is on top of that? Should I say K is the way? That is our RSX K series oil pump. But that was just a teaser, guys. I did have one time I had a K fever, but I I got rid of that quick. That was when the time that I went to a junkyard and gathered all the parts that I need, because I was thinking about building a K24 with a K20 head, but it was dead noon, and I kid you not, the pavement was kind of in a slope, so I was going up and I was pushing that cart, and I was so tired, and I asked the person that worked there. He happens to be driving a forklift, and I asked him to maybe he could pick it up for me and drop it right by the register. Man, waited like 20-30 minutes, and he's not showing up. I said forget it, I dropped everything. So I never did have any K fever after that. Yeah, I got quite a parts from a K series. Yeah, it did one time. It crossed my mind putting a K series on Snow White, but that was a long time ago, and I never had a K fever after that. But hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, it's been a while, and well, probably like 2 weeks or so, but there's a whole lot of things going on at home. I got the house repainted, and it took them a while to finish this up, so I could not really do anything in the house. I finally got a chance to work things out, and a minimal room in here from where I do all my magic. But what I got here is another block, another project. I have said it earlier that K is the way, but G is on the way. How's that? Yeah, I picked up another F23 block. It's F23A4, and this one in particular belongs to my co-worker. This block ended up having the crank pulley came off, and I told him I'll give him a good price for it, and he gave it to me. Well, I did pay for it, but yeah, it was a good deal, so I went over and picked it up. In my guessing, since he lives like 40 miles one way, or more than that. It probably has maybe 300,000 miles. Even though it's got 300,000 miles in it, I know well, it doesn't look like he take cares of this thing, because as you can see, it's all dirt. But no worries. Hondas, man, they almost last forever. Yeah, if you keep changing the oil and everything, it will last you. So what I got going on here is, yeah, this one landed in my lap. And I happened to be with my friend Gus, and we were talking, and he asked me a question that he heard that to build a G23 is, it's not that easy, and it's not about to prove him wrong. I have built quite a bit of this motor, so I almost close to as far as like perfection. Yet I cannot really say that up to perfection. Maybe the word is lucky that I never had any problem with this motor. What I got planned on this one is something that you guys can relate or a doable. I thought about boosting this motor somewhere around maybe 350 or so, past 300. I cannot really say that I can build a reliable motor when it comes to this Frankenstein engine. It's because of we expect a lot of things on this bad boy. Yeah, because everyone knows that when you build a G23, you're always expecting a high compression motor, bigger cams and all that. I tried to stay away on those things. Something mild. Yeah. Performance is what we expect on this one. The reliability, that comes next. Or we don't even think about building this as a reliable motor. So yeah, the plan on this one is it was in the beginning I was gonna boost it, but I said no, I think I better not. Maybe build another NA. That motor's going out, and probably this one will go in, but not in the near future though. I still have to gather some parts. I thought about coupling this with a B series transmission, maybe an H2B setup, a plateless one, and stuff it on Miley. Yeah, that would be interesting. And also I'm thinking of, remember the last well, the previous vlog I have about balance shaft delete? I might do that on this one. So I might save up some money and get one of those ATI dampener. So that will be the completion of my research and development when it comes to a G23 project. Back to the question that he asked me, can you really build this easily? It depends. I think my opinion on this one is it's quite a bit of a task, because of you have to change the pulley, the water pump. You have to use the F23 water pump together with H22 cog. But nowadays they made it easier for us that you can buy the water pump as an assembly now. You don't have to replace the cog pulley and all that. Of course, everyone knows you have to use anything that H22 timing belt touch, you have to replace it, like this one here. I have to use the H22. The timing belt adjuster, yeah, I can reuse the F23, this old one here. And it's up to you if you want to use one of those adjuster one that you can buy. But in my opinion, I like this one better, because this one it set the tension correctly. All I needed is just turn the camshaft like 3 gears, loosen it up, and it will adjust it for you. No guessing on how much tension you want to put on your timing belt, because if you adjust your or put a tension too much on your timing belt, it makes that winding sound. Yeah, there's quite a few tasks that I have to do on this one, like the water pipe. I have to join this or mate this with a H22. I happen to have another spare here at home, and maybe I'll just cut it, use a radiator hose, and just secured it with 2 clamps. That way anyone can do it. I do have a welding equipment, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna show you how it is. That way you could relate on what I'm doing here. The cylinder head, I got a few items here already, so I'm gonna use this. I have to get another one though. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you how I'm going to plug that cylinder head with this water jacket. I've been very lucky when it comes down to plugging the cylinder head. This cylinder head right here, this is the 3rd block that it's been onto. This particular head, it has been on those 2 previous block I have that suffered a catastrophe, and yet it never have or giving me any headache when it comes down to oil leak. So I'm gonna show you how to put this and some modification that you have to do. It's because of the cylinder head have 2 different sizes, and well, you will see that later on. And the head studs, I have to use ARP head studs because of the previous experience I've had. I used to use the H22 cylinder head bolts, and what I have experienced on that one, it started to have a head gasket problem. I ended up warping the block and everything, and I sent it to machine shop to get it flattened out. Yeah, you heard me correctly. It's unheard of that the block will be tweaked, and yet it happened to me. Yeah, you're allowed 4,000 on the block, man. That thing is warped. So yeah, I just have that thing all resurfaced and everything, and then after I have replaced it with the ARP studs and never had any problem ever since. So if you're thinking of I don't know, so I'm not sure what is the definition of a budget build when it comes down to this, but this parts right here is a must. But in order to stay in the game, it's a requirement. You have to change your bolts. I know some of you are very successful reusing the head bolts and everything, but because back in the day when I was building this, everything that I do is all about research and development. I wanted to be a contributor on this project on a Frankenstein motor, which is if everyone have watched my channel, the contribution that I have is the timing belt, you know, doing something on the timing belt adjuster, and installing the oil squirters without being chopped off by the pistons. So if anyone wants to do that, then I would not do it on a brand new piston though. Yeah, that's just my 1 cent. But yeah, that is my contribution on a Frankenstein engine. So I'm not sure how much time I'm giving myself gathering all my parts. I don't have an LS or GSR transmission that I can couple with this one. I thought about build a F2D, because I do have 2 D series transmission, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, let's see what the junkyard have for me. If I see a transmission at the junkyard, regardless if it's a LS transmission, I will get it. But in the beginning, when I picked this block, man, remember I said that I might do a F20. That will be the next project. So if anyone has an F20B crank sitting around that you're not using it, yeah, give it to me for a good cost or for a good price, and yeah, that would be nice. So for everyone to see how much power I can make out of this, yeah, just hook me up or let me know. because it's hard to find that F20B crank. Yeah. Oh, before I end this video, guys, everyone knows that the price of all the parts went up drastically when it comes down to an engine block. This is in my area from where I live. Before, I can pick this up for less than $200 at the junkyard, depending on what parts I need. If I only get the block, the crankshaft, and the oil pan, less than $200. Even the K series, when I had a K Fever, I was gonna get everything for less than $200. But everyone knows, every person that goes to the junkyard nowadays, this thing is skyrocketed. Whew. Man, a block like this, a short block, $700 something. Yeah. It's a lot of moolah now. So I suggest to you guys, if you are thinking of doing a hybrid motor, get your parts now. Start collecting parts, because soon, I'm not sure, I don't think they run out of supply of this motor. I mean, that's all you see pretty much. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, the transmission, you can get it for like less than $100 back then. Now the price, it's $300. I kid you not. Yeah, regardless on the short block, what if you are just getting the block, $600 they charge you for that. Because I asked them around, all I needed was the block. Now it's $600. I'm not sure if she was kidding or not, but that's what she said. But it's on the internet. You can see their prices on the internet. So yeah, start collecting parts if you wanted to keep your motor alive, or use it as a spare or something. So there you go. Like I said earlier, that it's not gonna be on overnight, because I still have to find out what parts. I want to see what option I have. So in time, if I could not find a an LS or a GSR transmission from a B series, then I might couple this with H22 transmission, which is the shortest gear that I have. And right now it's on a M2S4 housing, but the gearing on this side is from M2B4. The M2B4 housing is on Snow White, but that has M2S4 gearing in it. I swapped those two. So yeah, that will be the difference. And of course, I thought about, yeah, I have said earlier, balance shaft delete. I might try it on this one. That's just about it for this episode. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys back. Like and subscribe. Hey, thanks everyone for watching my the last two episodes. And whoo, yeah, I like that. Thank you guys. Bye everyone. Bye bye.